What's kind of the energy that you've been able to get from the moms? And I know not here this morning, but what you expect tonight?
Well, I think the energy is really good. I will say that I know this is my first mom's trip that I've been around for. The energy is different from when the dads are on the road trip for sure, but I know the players are excited to play in front of them. So I'm anticipating we come out with a really good effort tonight.
Well, and like we talked about a little bit yesterday, obviously the wins are the most important part, but when you look at the way your players responded last year, do you kind of expect that similar? I mean, the jump in that first game in Arizona was quite something.
We need to start. I mean, that's the most important thing for us. You look at our team and some of the things that have hurt us over the course of the season. I'm not going to necessarily say they're slow starts, but we haven't been able to finish early in the first period. So finding a way to get on the board early and try to build on that, I think, is a real important thing for our team, and it will enable us to try to get off to a great start to this trip.
Now that you've had some time to maybe calm down after the penalties you took in the offensive zone a few nights ago, Andrei Kuzmenko's game outside of those penalties, did you like it? Did he make a step in the right direction?
I think he did. We've pushed him for a long time to be a shooter, and there were shot attempts that were coming off his stick last game, and they weren't just shot attempts that were close to the net. He had the mindset that when the puck's on my stick, I'm going to shoot it everywhere. So that's something that's positive for me, and again, that's the only way I think a player gets out of a funk or a slump, whatever you want to call it, is to have a little bit more of a selfish mentality where everything is going to go to the net, and you make sure your line mates know that too. I'm shooting tonight. Get there's going to be some rebounds, and maybe we can generate that way. So I was happy to see that from him, and hopefully that'll continue tonight.
The Ducks have had some pretty impressive wins of late. What are you seeing from them right now?
They're a good team. I mean, they're one of the better possession teams in the NHL. They have a pretty good mix of some older veteran players and some really young, talented forwards, and I think that's why a lot of their possession numbers are very good. So, as I always answer that question, I think the most important thing is for our team to stay true to who we are and make sure we come to play to our identity tonight. And as I mentioned earlier to Parks, the start of the game is going to be important for us to try to play with the lead tonight.
When you're pushing early on, like that first period the other night, and just not able to capitalize, is it difficult in some ways to stay patient with it, knowing, that you're getting the looks, but trying to capitalize on some of those wins?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like our team is one that gets impatient, and maybe if that's the best word. They typically stay with it, but if you're chasing games all the time, if you're not able to score that first goal, it makes it more difficult on your team. Your goaltender all of a sudden knows, hey, I got to make all these saves as we get going in the forwards. It's easier when you're playing with the lead, is maybe what I should say, and then it's a matter of trying to build on that lead and not sitting back on it. So there's all things that we have to get better at, and for tonight we'd like to see our guys get off to a great start.